symposium where business, law, and tech intersect. Well, I think we have some of the brightest minds to talk about the new developments in both industries.
The purpose behind it, the main motivation was I really wanted to be a game changer. I wanted to come in and shake things up. I wanted to have conversations that I wasn't seeing had, in rooms that really I was the only one that looked like me in.
So I actually see is that a lot of companies like Huawei or Chinese companies, they really set up a system in which they try to send their students to the United States to take advantage of the U.S. educational system, to get a great education, and then employ those same students once they have a PhD. And they're, basically consuming the resources of the U.S.
CAS will then select at random who they will allot those H-1B visas to. And, unfortunately, some students who are, here on F1 visa, who are currently with employment authorization that's coming up, and they're not selected, then we have to now go back to the drawing board and figure out, okay, what can we do now
in areas like that. But while I was doing that program, I ended up getting interested in law. I always loved advocating, reading, writing, drafting arguments, persuasive essays and things like that. And
the traditional ways of protecting assets not necessarily is in alignment with, some of the current laws.
The advice I give is to keep things in perspective, right? So there are no guarantees in life. So there's no guarantee that you're gonna make a partner. There's no guarantee you're gonna have a job tomorrow. There's no guarantee you're gonna be alive tomorrow.
I had to make a choice of whether or not I take that very, very large pay cut. But that huge increase in experience.
Historic inequities seem to be some type of battle between this high demand for these innovators and these foreign nationals that have these high skill sets.
With that background, I was able to build our brand protection program, build up our, just our processes with regard to protecting our IP, our non-patent.
Smart. It makes total sense, and I'm all for it. Whether it's the U.S. banning TikTok or African countries growing their own businesses and saying, hey, we're going to tax those businesses because we need employees and employers and infrastructure.
And AI has been very important in getting through the big data. So when you do an experiment, you get thousands and thousands of bytes of information.
It's important to think about the future, but it's more important to live in the present and to enjoy the fruits of what you have now. So enjoy the journey. And if you enjoy the journey, then it makes what comes in the future that much more enjoyable and more palatable.
Organization to the Live Well San Diego vision for a healthy, safe, and thriving San Diego region. Black Tech Link was created to help close the workforce gap for Black populations by equipping the community with resources and launching platforms for members to make meaningful connections to advance their careers and businesses in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And we are very proud to say that, hence why we declare this day to be Black Tech Link Day throughout San Diego County.